Why are Black women, especially dark-skinned Black women, so often the backbone of a man's success, but rarely the center of his love story? In Star's hit series Power, the love triangle between James, also known as Ghost St. Patrick, his wife Tasha, and his childhood love, Angela Valdez, isn't just compelling drama. It's a mirror reflecting real-world systems of colorism, shadeism, misogynoir, and media bias.
What, one dead kid ain't enough for you?
You, Ghost.
You deserve that shit.
He's loving this shit. You know that, Tasha. That I'm living with this. That the woman I love is gone.
I passed my background check, okay? Tommy made his choices, and you just worried about you. Keep it all the way 100. Cut the bullshit and stop selling drugs.
Just because you didn't make it into Destiny's Child don't mean somebody's out to get our daughter.
Fuck you, Ghost.
Go ahead. Be Tasha Green, the half-smart chickenhead who'd still be in the fucking hood if it wasn't for me.
Tasha, who's portrayed by Notori Nan, is a dark-skinned, loyal, and street-smart Black woman. Angela, played by Leela Lauren, is a lighter-skinned Latina and also a federal prosecutor. Both women are intelligent and driven, but only one is described by Ghost as the love of my life. Let's talk about these age-old stereotypes about Black women, colorism and casting, and the deeper social commentary embedded in these roles, especially when we consider how differently Ghost treats each woman. Tasha St. Patrick is introduced as Ghost's wife and business partner. She's not just supporting him from the sidelines, she's actively helping to run the drug empire. She's smart, calculating, and deeply invested in their shared success. A self-made queenpin, she uses strategy and loyalty to build the family's criminal brand. Angela Valdez, on the other hand, is a federal prosecutor, a woman of the law. When she and Ghost reconnect, she's positioned as his quote-unquote way out, not just out of the drug business, but out of his identity as Ghost altogether. There's this also romanticized storyline that she was his first true love before he became powerful, and her going off to college is what separated them. Ironically, Tasha gets the D-boy from around the way, loves the lifestyle, and holds him down as a married wife. In a sense, Tasha was used for her labor to protect him from the law and gain his wealth. Angela was the one who got away, the law-abiding citizen, an educated and powerful federal prosecutor. This occupational contrast reinforces a troubling pattern. Tasha, the dark-skinned Black woman, is associated with crime, survival, and moral ambiguity. Angela, the lighter-skinned Puerto Rican woman, is tied to legitimacy, law, and aspiration. She's also childless and single, and though has a demanding career, gives James the little time she has left, being perceived as an escape for him. And not initially knowing he's a criminal gives him a sense of power and thrill, while also making onlookers empathize with her more. Ghost doesn't just want Angela's love, he wants what she represents: social mobility, clean slates, respectability. In one of the show's most emotional moments, Ghost mourns Angela and confesses, "I lost the love of my life."
Fuck, man, Tasha, please, have some sympathy. I just lost the love of my life.
This line isn't just about grief, it's about value. Tasha, the woman who raised his children, protected his secrets, and built his empire with him, is dismissed emotionally. Angela is elevated. Ghost's treatment of these two women mirrors larger patterns we see in real life and media. The lighter-skinned or racially ambiguous woman is often cast as the one worthy of redemption, romance, and softness. The dark-skinned woman is expected to be strong, endure betrayal, and still be loyal. Tasha fits the ride or die trope, the woman who holds everything down behind the scenes, yet she's also burdened with the angry Black woman label. Her frustration, though earned, is portrayed as overbearing or aggressive. She's rarely allowed vulnerability. Angela, meanwhile, is written with moral complexity. Her affair with the married man, her betrayal of her badge, is all framed as part of her emotional turmoil. Basically, blame the Black man. The audience is encouraged to feel for her. This disparity reflects the real impact of shadeism. A 2020 report by Color of Change and USC Annenberg found that darker-skinned Black women are drastically underrepresented in romantic lead roles, often portrayed as obstacles or background figures. In contrast, lighter-skinned or ethnically ambiguous actresses are more likely to receive complex, sympathetic storylines. Even within the show's fan base, Tasha was often vilified online as bitter or manipulative, while Angela was seen as a tragic heroine. This is how internalized colorism plays out. Viewers unconsciously align with characters who fit Eurocentric ideals of femininity. Let's also examine Ghost's behavior. With Angela, he apologizes, reflects, and even softens. With Tasha, he's controlling, dismissive, and emotionally unavailable. He doesn't see her as someone he needs to protect emotionally. He sees her as part of the machinery of his past life. Despite all her sacrifices, Tasha is never given credit for her loyalty or intellect. This reflects a disturbing real-world pattern. Studies in the Journal of Black Psychology note that darker-skinned Black women are more likely to experience emotional neglect and invalidation in relationships. These same women are also expected to carry the emotional burden of the family while being denied tenderness or prioritization. Tasha's character is full of sacrifice. She protects her children. She even takes the fall for crimes she didn't commit. And yet she's treated as disposable in the emotional architecture of Ghost's story. Angela dies and is immortalized. Tasha survives and is minimized. This sends a clear message to viewers, especially young Black women watching. Survival, loyalty, and strategy don't guarantee love. Softness is a luxury reserved for women who look a certain way. Even behind the scenes, 50 Cent has often been criticized for the way Black women are portrayed in his productions, often angry, hypersexual, or in the background. Tasha may be one of the most layered Black female characters in his work, but her treatment still reflects the broader industry norms that undervalue dark-skinned women. Power doesn't just entertain, but also perpetuate harmful societal narratives. Angela, often portrayed as the innocent, charmed victim, was largely absolved of blame for her role in Ghost's life, earning her the audience's sympathy and the ultimate title of the love of his life. In contrast, Tasha, the dark-skinned Black woman, was frequently depicted as money-hungry and fully complicit in the criminal world, allowing the narrative to strip her of empathy and justify her ultimate isolation. Even as both women faced tragic fate and Ghost's death, Tasha's survival led to profound separation from her children and imprisonment, a fate that underscored her who was deemed worthy of tenderness and romantic legacy, and who was left to bear the hardest consequences alone and uncelebrated. Tasha and Angela's dynamic in power isn't just about love. It's about legacy. It's about which women are remembered with tenderness and which women are remembered for what they endured. Both women did not use their better judgment and essentially lost everything by choosing to be James' partner. In conclusion, I ask you again, who gets to be the love of his life and who gets left behind in this pursuit of a new one? What are your thoughts on this subject? And please leave it down below in the comments. Thank you for all my supporters, and I'll see y'all next time.